Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kedar Mahapatra. I am your friend, and today I stand before you to speak about gender. Gender is noun parts of speech in English grammar. So, gender is only noun among all parts of speech. Gender cannot come in any other parts of speech. It has to be noun. So today I beg your pardon to speak you about the gender. Friends, all living things are divided into either male or female sex. So on the basis of male and female sex, the genders are made. So if a living object is a male or female animal, then it is called masculine gender. And if a noun is female sex, then it is called feminine gender. And if a noun is both, it is either male or female, then it is called common gender. And if the noun is neither male nor female, then it is called neuter gender. Take for example certain words like boy, man, father, husband. All these things are masculine gender. Girl, mother, daughter, daughter-in-law, lady doctor, maid servant, saleswomen, washerwomen. All of them are female gender. Common gender is neither male gender nor male gender. Person, enemy, thief, entity, principal, doctor, teacher. All these are either male or female, so they are the common gender. They are common to both. So a principal may be a male, a principal may be female, the teacher may be male, the teacher may be female, the driver may be male, the driver may be female, a person may be male, a person may be female, a thief may be male, a thief may be female. So if it is either male or female, it is common gender, then neither male nor female is neuter gender. Book, pen, door, house, wall, tree, they are all neuter gender. They are neither male nor four. So friends, there are four genders are there. Masculine gender, feminine gender, common gender, neuter gender. Fortunately, in English, gender is decided purely on the basis of sex. But in certain languages like French or Urdu, gender is decided on the basis of the form of noun. For example, in Urdu, bagiche is masculine gender and lakri is feminine gender. So when a gender is decided on the form of noun, then the sentence becomes complex. And fortunately, in English, it is either male gender or female gender on the basis of the sex, not on the basis of the form of noun. Now, let us come to certain examples of masculine gender and feminine gender. Certain objects which are non-living objects, but they are classified as male or female. They are personified as living objects. For example, sun is considered as a male gender. The sun has left his fury. Then that his came vapor. Then summer, the dry summer has left his devastation. So that is called as a male gender. Winter, the winter cold has left his wrath. So sun, winter, summer, they are the male genders, although they are non-living objects, but they are personified as living objects. Then death is known as male gender. So death lays his icy hand. Means the hand of the death is known as ice, because the human body after he died becomes cold. So death laid his icy hand. So death is called as a but certain things like moon is known as a feminine gender. The moon has hide her face behind the clouds. So her face. So moon is known as as feminine gender. Spring is regarded as feminine gender. The spring has put on greenery over the earth. So the spring has spread her mantle of green over the earth. It means in spring season, all world becomes green with beautiful. So it is called spring has spread her mantle of green over the earth. Moon has hidden her face behind the clouds. So the autumn is regarded as female gender. So autumn is called, the autumn has spread her beauties on the earth, because it comes after the rainy season, and so according to the violence and the strength, the non-living objects are also personified into male and female genders. Now we will take the examples, friends. There are feminine and masculine genders in which the words are totally different. There are 4 types of feminine and masculine genders are there. So the first category we will take. In the first category, I will tell you examples of certain genders where the words are completely different. Let us take it in alphabetical order. Boy, girl. No word is similar. It is entirely different. 2 words has been put the feminine and masculine gender. Boy is masculine, girl is feminine, and these are totally new words. Brother, sister. Brother is masculine, sister is feminine, totally 2 different words. Bullock, cow. Bullock is masculine, cow is feminine, 2 are different words. Daddy, mommy. Daddy is masculine, mommy is feminine, different words. Dog, bitch, B-I-T-C-H. Dog, masculine, bitch, feminine. The words are different. Now, coming to the husband, wife. Husband is masculine, wife is feminine, 2 different words. Horse, mare. Horse, masculine, mare, feminine, 2 different words are there. Son, daughter. Son is masculine, daughter is feminine, 2 different words are there. Sir, madam. Sir is masculine, madam is feminine, 2 different words are there. So, like that, friends, in this word, there are 2 different words are there completely. Wizard. Wizard is a magician, and the here is witch, W-I-T-C-H. Wizard, masculine, witch, feminine, 2 different words are there. This is one set of words, friends, in which masculine and feminine are represented by 2 different words. Now, in the second set of masculine and feminine, simply the letters ESS is added at the end of that sentence. In case of feminine, in masculine is author, A-U-T-H-O-R. Feminine, authoress, Authoress. Author is masculine, authoress is feminine, and only the letters ess is added at the end. No other change it made. So the masculine is baron, feminine is baroness. They are author, masculine is count, feminine is countess. So barons and counts are like the landlords in medieval England. So author, authoress, baron, baroness, count, countess, duke, duchess. So friends, in this word, it is all coming giant, G-I-A-N-T, giant, giantess, G-I-A-N-T-E-S-S. So simply word has been added, E-S-S has been added, hair. You see hair, H-E-I-R, hair, not H-A-I-R, hair, H-E-I-R, hair, put E-S-S, become hairess in case of feminine. In masculine, it is host. In feminine, it is hostess, air hostess. H-O-S-T, host. H-O-S-T-E-S-S is the hostess. So coming manager, M-A-N-A-G-E-R, manager, manageress. M-A-N-A-G-E-R-E-S-S, manager, manageress. Mayor, mayoress. M-A-Y-O-R, mayor, M-A-Y-O-R-E-S-S. It becomes manager, manager. Poet, poet, poetess. P-O-E-T, poet, P-O-E-T-E-S-S. Feminine. Masculine, peer. We call it peer group, peer pressure, P-E-E-R, peer. P-E-E-R-E-S-S, peeress. Then the priest, P-R-I-E-S-T, priest. Priestess, P-R-I-E-S-T-E-S-S. Shepherd, S-H-E-P-E-R-D, shepherd, shepherdess. S-H-E-P-E-R-E-D-E-S-S, steward, stewardess. Shepherd, shepherdess. Priest, priestess. Patron, patroness. P-A-T-R-O-N, patron. P-A-T-R-O-N-E-S-S, patroness. The waiter. Then Viscount. It is another word, V-I-S-C-O-U-N-T, Viscount. Here it is coming Viscountess, V-I-O-U-S-N-T-E-S-S. So in this first set of words we saw, friends, in first set of words, masculine and feminine are two different words. In second set of examples, masculine and feminine, only word ESS, letters ESS is added at the end of the feminine word, so that it becomes added. Now the another set of examples in which the vowel is taken out of the masculine word and ESS is added. Actor, actress, A-C-T-O-R, actor is there. While making it feminine, O is taken out, A-C-T-R-E-S-S becomes actress. So it is little dependent. Here the clue is remove the last vowel. The last vowel remove and put it ESS. Benefactor, benefactress, B-E-N-E-F-A-C-T-O-R, benefactor. Last O remove, benefactress, B-E-N-E-F-A-C-T-R-E-S-S. Conductor, conductress, Conductor. Remove O. Make feminine. Coundtress. Conductress. So, in this set of examples which I am going in an alphabetical order, my dear friends, here what I did, the last vowel I removed, but let it be E, let it be O, or let it be. Now let's take the case of emperor. O is there, remove O, make it into empress. Empress, empress. The Queen Elizabeth II is the empress of United Kingdom. So empress is there. Now go enchanter. E, remove. Not first E, last E. Enchander, enchanter, the person who spells like magician. So the enchanter is masculine. Make it feminine by taking the last E and put ES as ENCHANTRESS. Enchanter become enchantress. So, in this way, by removing the last letter of this one, you can go ahead and make preceptor. Preceptor is the person who is like a professor and like that. Professor and preceptor are like that. PRECEPTOR. But here, take the last O and make it preceptress. PRECTORESS. Director. Directress. Take last O, DIRECTRESS. Now, prince of Denmark. Now the Prince Philip. Prince becomes princess. How? That last E of the prince is removed. PRINCESS is the princess. Okay. Songster. A person who is skilled in singing is called songster. SONGSTER. It becomes songstress. SONGSTRESS. Murderer. 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 Take out last E. Murderess. 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 Master. Mistress. MASTER. Master become mistress. All coming and it become that. Even the first girl, MISTRESS becomes like seamster. Seamster is a person who is good in weaving and designing. Seamster. SEAMSTER. Seamster, masculine. In feminine, it becomes seamstress. SEAMSTRESS. In the seamster and singster, that stair and stem, the last E is taken out and it has put directly after consonant R, it has been put a eater. Traitress. Traitor. Traitor has to be hanged. TRAITOR. Traitor. Last O remove. TRAITRESS. Traitors. Any of these you can get in your exam paper like that, to put the yard and put the feminine, so you may be confused with spelling. So with the spelling I am coming to tell you also this one. So tiger. Tigress. TIGER. Remove last E. TIGRESS. Become tigress. Traitor. Become traitress. Waiter. Akshay Kumar, the megastar, was working as a waiter in Hong Kong and Bangkok at the time of his struggle. He is so humble to tell his life story. WAITER becomes WAITRESS. Waiter, E removed, but R-E-S-S, W-A-I-T-R-E-S-S, waiter, waitress. So, in this manner, first set of words, the sentences are completely changed. The wizard becomes witch. There is no difference between this and that. And the second set of yes, simply ESS put at the end of this one. Manager becomes manageress. Viscount becomes viscountess. In the third set of masculine to feminine, it becomes vowel is taken, whether it is A, I, O, U, E is taken out and put ESS. So it becomes, the tiger becomes a tigress and waiter becomes a waitress. Then friends, in another set is there where either prefix or suffix is a different word. For example, grandfather, grandmother, granduncle, grandaunt. I think I don't need to say that which is masculine and which is feminine. It is so obvious. Now, grandfather becomes grandmother. Two words are joined. The grand remains same. It is prefixed by mother. Grandfather, father is mother. Grandfather, grandmother. Granduncle, grandaunt. Uncle becomes aunt. Granduncle becomes grandaunt. Now, man servant, maid servant. Man servant become maid servant. Servant, servant word remain same. Man servant and maid servant. I mean, milkman, milkwoman. No, milkman, milkwoman become. Man become women, milk remains same. Milkman, milkwoman. Salesman, saleswomen. Sales remains same. Man was women, so man become women. Salesman, saleswomen. Washerman, washerwomen. So friend, in this set of things, either prefix or suffix is changed according to gender and the another word remains same. In the previous we saw that the vowel is taken out, put by ESS. Previous to that we saw simply word ESS put here. So mayor become mayoress, nothing changed, only ESS put. And in the first set of words we saw that this is an entirely new set of words have been happening. And also I once again clarified that gender is a part of speech noun. It belongs. So gender cannot be verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction or interjection. It has to be noun only, and it has to be 4 types of genders are there. It is a male, female, then your common and neuter. Now coming to gender, my dear friends, I am coming a little bit of certain personal issues are there about gender. It is not about grammar, but it is about life and all. When a boy or girl is born in our house, so either a boy or a girl comes. So the research has been shown that 99% women who are going to deliver a baby next day, first pregnancy, they pray to God to give a boy. So the reason, there is no reason, in no scientific research it has been proved that the boy as a gender is superior to a girl, but our society is in such a way formed as a complex society which preaches women to crave for a boy instead of a girl. They say that a boy is an asset and a girl is a liability. You may have seen a famous super hit blockbuster movie that is called Badrinath Ki Dulhaniya. That movie was so impressive. There they put that in that being comedy. A boy is an asset, a girl is a liability. It is totally false notion. It is entirely baseless. It is untrue. It is a lie, and it has been preached by our forefathers. For what reason, they only know. In 21st century, that is irrelevant. But what is my personal view to all the mothers is that not to discriminate children on the basis of their gender. There is a masculine and there is a feminine. As parents, it should not make any difference to us. For example, when you go to an educational institution, the educational institution does not charge either more or less fee on the basis of gender. You know, the right to equality in the Indian Constitution, if the gender hadn't been an important concept, then in the Constitution of India itself, they would have written that the male gender is there. But in the Constitution of India, Article 14, right to equality, it has been prescribed that everybody, irrespective of their sex, are treated equal. So, right to equality has preached. So, it is with folded hands, I request to all mothers that don't crave for a son. You know, I will tell you today how the scientists had proved. The scientists had proved that the son and daughter, the sex is determined on the basis of the chromosomes. When a man and woman physically unite, then man has X and Y chromosomes, women has only X chromosomes. So if the man's Y chromosome in his sperm cell is fused with Y chromosome of women's egg in the ovary, then the X and Y opposite, that chromosomes fusion is determined a boy. And if X chromosome in the egg of the woman and Y chromosome in the sperm of the man fuse together, then X and X becomes girl and X and Y becomes boy. It has nothing to do with the blessing of the God. It has nothing to do with the luck. A mother who gives birth to a boy is definitely not luckier than a mother who gives birth to a girl, or a mother who gives birth to a girl is definitely not unlucky than a mother who gives birth to a son. It is simply a coincidence if the male chromosomes Y pair is fused with women female chromosomes X pair of chromosomes in her egg, then it becomes boy. If X chromosome in the male sperm cells and Y chromosome in women egg cells fused together, then it becomes girl. X plus X becomes girl, Y plus X becomes boy. It is simply coincidence. That is why the ratio of the population is 1044 to 9999. It is not. It is equally. It is divided. It is like nothing should become. There was a time, maybe due to lack of education of women, due to lack of employment of women, from generation to generation to generation to generation, absolutely wrong teachings has been forced on the women, and women becomes afraid, and the women pray to God that God grant me a son. It is absolutely irrelevant in 21st century. Take for example Sunita Williams. She went to space. Why the NASA did not say to Sunita that you are a woman, you are unfit to survive in the unpredictable atmosphere of space? Sunita Williams has went there. They did not discriminate on that ground. When our government of India, many of my office colleagues, you are all female, you have gone and attended the interviews of, the highest, most prestigious selection bodies. Have you been discriminated by the members of the board because of your sex? Did they say, no, this job is unfit for women? an Indian administrative officer, a woman, in what way she is inferior to her male colleague? Or a class 1 officer woman, in what way she is inferior to her male colleague? When constitution is not discriminating, when the law is not discriminating, when opportunity is equally avoided to male and female, why these traditions and customs we are all listening and we are craving and we are taking and you are praying to God and a boy? And friends, I will tell you about a research finding. In that research finding, it found out that a woman who prays to God to grant him a son, if he is beget a son by not by God, by the X chromosome and Y chromosomes combination, then he truly believes that God has granted him. Now, will God tell a girl that you are unlucky? Will God not bless a girl? Will God say that no, I granted you a boy and I did not grant you a girl? Why should God discriminate? God is equal to all. So when the women who go and pray for a boy, he gets a boy, he believes that God has specially gifted him the boy and he makes his focus on God, and unfortunately he accepts all superstitions and blind beliefs, and he goes on one after another unnecessary ceremonies like clean shaving, naming ceremony, inviting people unnecessarily, relatives and all, and splurge money on that one, and that fund which he extravagantly spent comes from the education fund of that child. That boy's education is compromised. And religious ceremonies are held. People were asked, invited and given food to make his, the ostentatious ceremonies, birthdays like that, 1 year after another. There is 21 days, 7 days, 1 year. There is a thread ceremony. There is a clean year. This goddess, he asked there is a mannat. Then he goes from one place to another place. There he does feasts and all that. And when that boy goes to college and he asks, Mommy, I need that big amount of college. He says, where will the money come? I have spent everything for that ceremonies. Now, that thread, which is for which lakhs of rupees was spent, and it was regarded as a sacred thread, that boy says, I am throwing this out. I am not going to my dream place. It is of what use? I have asked hundreds of boys who said this thread is absolutely irrelevant. Then when you ask the mother, they say it is happening from the past, so I don't want to change. What is the reason? And when they go to that pundits, those people take out some book and say, if you don't do it now, it will not happen for 5 years. Then even if our exam is there, he compromised that. Thanks to this COVID-19, it has, irrespective of its tragic consequences, this one thing it has brought good thing, its positive side is that feast is banned by all governments, that social gathering has banned, that social gathering which is really a very, very, unfortunate thing. It happened for the career of a boy or a girl. The girl child is discriminated by telling that as soon as she is born, it keeps in the mind the thought process that she has to go to somebody else's house, and she has to go to somebody else's house, and she does not belongs to this house, and her education is compromised. In my own case, there is a that is we all came to study there, but my sisters were sent in marriage before 35-40 years back, and they did not make their dream, remained unfulfilled in their life. And in spite of they are very highly talented girls, their education was compromised, and we were given education but they were not given education. But now the thing is that I live in this city, my parents were somewhere else. The same sisters whose education was compromised, who were not given education, now my own parents were taken care of by my sisters. I am unable to go. So my friends, my request to you is that young friends who are not married, who are going to marry, who has not become fathers, who are going to become fathers, the COVID-19 social distancing has fixed one thing. Before bringing a baby to the earth, first decide whether social distancing he is able to give or not. See the condition of the poor migrant laborers, what is happening throughout the country. Yesterday only the poor 14 migrants were sleeping and the running train went over them. The migrants are walking, come out on the streets and ready to walk for 3,000 kilometers to reach their home from Bangalore in South India to there in the deep of the North India. The situation is so, when I see their TV, they are so, social distancing norms are all have been violated. They are close to each other. They are hungry. They don't even have a train ticket to afford. And these 2 lakh plus migrant laborers who was taken in the trains, who has arrived at their hometown, the COVID is spreading because of them. And all this overpopulation of this big and great country, it has arrived from one year, that is the gender discrimination. The parents are thinking they want a boy, they want more boy who will take care of their life when they become old. The boy will come and take care, and the girl is supposed to go to somebody else's house. And in practically it does not happen. In practically, actually, the boy goes with his wife to a distant place in search of job, and the girl comes and takes care of the family. Now, when it is known there are out of 1,000 boys, 999 boys, they don't take care of their parent, and the girl only comes and take care of their parent, why a woman craves for a boy? It is such a silly that they don't want to change. Nobody wants to change. That is the real misfortune. So that these disasters like the corona and comes, 138 crore people we made in this country, which is, and at the time of our independence in the year 1947, we are only 30 crore people. From 300 million people, our population has reached into 1,380 million people in a span of 75 years. We have added so much of population that social distancing is becoming an impossible thing. And why we added so much of population? Because we want one after another son. And between two sons, if one girl child is born, his everything is disregarded. His existence was not taken care of, and all things he was considered a liability. And she becomes, on the basis of competition, she is not able to compete with others because it is happening. Friends, when unfortunately this thing is, educated people are more into this unnecessary religious ceremonies and this extravagant spendings. And one of my friend is there for small of these ceremonies with his entire family. He takes a flight journey to the hometown. Now 4 persons go by flight, come by flight. He spends lakhs of rupees for a small ceremony like, cleaning of hair, the clean shaving of head, and there is a putting of thread, and this kind of things, it is happening. It is really happening. When my daughter Smruti, I have built her up from a very beginning. I said her that the gender discrimination is an unreal lie. It is a state of mind. You have to be so much of powerful that nobody, no boy can be better than you in your life. He said, wow, I want to. I said, can you become that? I said, yes, become that. Then he went to give the India's toughest exam, IIT, JEE, this Indian Institute of Technology joint entrance exam. It is known as, it is considered as one of the world's toughest exam, because 18 lakh students appear for only 4,000 plus seats in 6 reputed IITs. I said, when you start the book and sit on the table, you have to beat anybody in this world, irrespective of he's a boy or a girl. And she got a prestigious rank and went to India's number 1 IIT, got into the world famous Institute of Science and rapping, and her classmates who are boys, they see him, they give and respect, and they say, Smruti, super, she's talent, she's called. As soon as she's 3.5 years old, friends, her talent was seen by everybody. Everybody was telling her, she's scholar. She was going to a tuition class. Their other classmates are telling, teacher, she does not need tuition. She is a super scholar. She just came like that. Teacher comes and asks me, why you are putting tuition? She knows everything. I said, no, teacher, she knows everything, but from your mouth, one time she will refresh her memories, and she can be great, but you are the greatest because you are teacher. Nobody, no student can become above the teacher. So teacher, you are so like that. She went to give a JEE entrance exam. She has not even one iota of doubt in her mind. She was super strong, because friends, in that JEE advanced, that exam, that is the world's toughest exam, in that exam only 2 lakh students go to appear that exam out of 18 lakh. Out of 18 lakh students, 16.5 lakh students were filtered out, were separated, were not qualified to attend JEE Advanced. JEE Advanced only 1,50,000 give, who has come from 18 lakh. So all 18 lakh gives JEE Main. Out of 18 lakh, 16.5 lakh remains outside. They did not achieve that cutoff. After only 1,50,000 achieve cutoff in JEE Main, after that, only 1,50,000 go to appear JEE Advanced. From that, only 4,000 students are selected from the top 4,000, and they go to the 6 reputed IITs in this country. So over a period of time, when they reach the, I was seeing what type of people become the alumni in their future. Today I saw anybody of their seniors, they are all Shruti seniors, they are all renowned scientists, professors, they are all the man of all, they are the great. And yesterday only the Coal India's CEO becomes like that. So all they are repping. So friends, had I been gone into my parents and their parents thought that a girl is inferior, that gender, you put him in the house, give early marriage, and like that only Smruti comes and tells, Papa, this girl is getting married and she is only 22 years old girl getting married, 23 years old. But what is the need? If she gets married at 30 years, so what is the problem? Then friends, another one big, the challenge of parents in this one is that arranged marriage. That arranged marriage is full of dowry system, which is a unlawful thing according to our law. Dowry is prohibited, but still parents give big amount. I request all of you to see that Badrinath Ki Dulhaniya, that super hit movie, that Varun Dhawan and Alia. But oh, it is such a blockbuster. You have to see that, everything great, that movie. And you know, in that one, I saw that they do the tender system of the boy. He gives 25 lakh, he gives, he adds another 5, and I said 25 lakh rupees only the bride side spend, and they spend another 25 lakh, the groom side. That 25 lakh, that poor boy who has kept that money to purchase a flat, he spends that for his marriage. These 25 lakh rupees, they did not give education to the girl. They spent 50 lakh rupees. They exchange the, you know, the diamond sets, rings and all. They do haldi, then they do all sorts of sangeet, and they do that splurging of that feast they call, and you know, oh, there's hundreds of courses, but it just lasts for one night. Second, everything is gone. They go to their workplace, all pockets are having big holes, here black, everywhere black. Then they remain dissatisfied throughout their life, and even when their marriage anniversaries are coming, that time also they become angry, and they don't return to their parents. They thought our parents did not think of our future. Our parents only thought of their social status. Our parents did not think of our economic advantages. I have seen highly qualified sons not returning to their hometown because they assume that their parents thought of their social status for one night only, but did not see the lifelong economic consequences, what will happen on that young couple's life. There are their friends, the people who struggle in their life, they're saying that a 97% male child bear regrets in their life. 97% male persons, since it is a gender I am taking, 97% male persons think that if they were given proper guidance by their parents, they would have 5 steps above their social economic position. A boy who is a clerk, he thinks if I was given proper guidance, I would have become an officer. A class 1 officer, he thinks if I would have given a proper guidance, I would have becoming an administrative service. An administrative service, he thinks if I would have been given guidance, I could have become a minister. A minister, he thinks if I would have been given proper guidance, I could have become a cabinet minister. In that manner, it goes, and finally it ends in regret. So, I am telling you, friends, parents, if you ask me, what is the greatest achievement of a parent? The greatest achievement of the parent is that his children should tell, I have no regret at a time when they are not alive. When the parents are not alive, at that time, the children should say, I am proud of my parents and I don't have any regret in my life. Take case of Sachin Tendulkar. When he hits a century, he looks above and raises his case, and he was asked, why do you raise your head, to whom you thank? He said, I thank my father who is not alive today. Sachin Tendulkar, after hitting each century, he takes to his father. The megastar of the millennium, Amitabh Bachchan. How many times he used the word Babuji in his speeches, in his theatre. He owes his achievements to his father. But how many people, while getting their salary, they say, thank you, father? How many children, while receiving their father salary, they say, because of my father, I am achieving my salary? Very few. A person who does a job is always having regrets because the structure of this is one above another. That hierarchy goes infinitely. So, my dear friends, the persons who has no regret in their life are the persons who are well groomed by their parents irrespective of their gender. So since the gender issue is coming, so I am talking all of this happening. I don't know how you will enjoy or not enjoy. For today, I remain. For next time, I will come and tell you the another today. For today, sayonara.